Anybody in there? Dun, da, da, da. Electric Honda Grom. Breaking news! Welcome back to ElectroBraap. If you've never been to my channel, primarily I do MotoVlogs about my electric bike, the Alta Redshift MXR, but we're starting up a new segment where I deliver e-news to all of you at my corner, my workstation, where I do my editing. And what I want to talk to you about today is a couple of different things. Primarily, I want to talk to you about my channel and what I've been up to. I got two really exciting projects, very different from each other, that I've been working on, and that's why I've been a little bit MIA, if you will, or I haven't been uploading as much. I've been really busy working hard for you guys behind the scenes to try and make all this stuff happen. And then I also wanted to give you a brief little update on this bike that I thought was really cool, made by Lightning Motorcycles. So let's jump right into it.
Please stand by for further details.
Lightning Motorcycles, an electric street bike company that has absolutely blown every street bike company that I've seen out of the water. And that's because they made the LS218, a electric street bike that goes 218 miles an hour, and you can actually buy it. Now, can you afford it? That's a different question. It's $38,000. It goes 100 miles. It has 200 horsepower. It's absolutely friggin' amazing. It's the world's fastest production bike. If it's not that anymore, it's definitely the world's fastest electric production bike. But that is not the bike that I wanted to talk to you guys about. What I wanted to talk to you about is the Lightning Strike. Something that I'm super excited for. I'm not much of a street bike guy. I was once upon a time. I've transitioned to dirt. But this has seriously got me thinking that I might go back. The Lightning Strike 13,000 production electric bike. Now, that's just the base price. So let's not get carried away.
So the question is, what do you get for 13 grand? Well, the Lightning Strike has three different models. It has the Standard, the Mid-Range, and the Carbon Edition. Now, the Standard and the Mid-Range are very similar. They're mostly separated by battery packs. So the Standard Edition comes with 90 horsepower, 180 foot-pounds of torque, and has a top speed of 135 miles per hour. It has a 10 kilowatt hour pack. It'll go 100 miles, and it can charge in 2 to 3 hours. The Mid-Range, same specifications as far as power goes, but it has a 15 kilowatt hour pack. That'll take you 150 miles on the highway, and will charge at the same rate, 2 to 3 hours. It also weighs 10 pounds more. That one goes for 17 grand. So you got your base, 13 grand, mid, 17 grand, and then you have the Carbon, which is 20,000. That has a 20 kilowatt hour pack, which will take you 200 miles. It bumps the power up to 120 horsepower, and the top speed to 150 miles per hour. It also unlocks level 3 charging, which is 6.6 kilowatts, and will top your battery off in 35 minutes. You can get 20 miles of range 100 miles of range in 20 minutes. Wow. The Carbon Edition also comes with Öhlins front and rear suspension, Brembo monoblock brakes, AIM Strata racing dash, and a GPS-based data logging system. This thing's fully armed to the teeth. It's a bad-ass bike, and honestly, the value for the performance of what you're getting and the quality of what you're getting, to me, seems like a really good deal. Lightning Motorcycles is doing it right. They have the entry-level bike at $13,000. That's not too much higher than any other high-end bike out there. And then you got the Carbon Edition, which is $20,000, which is still well within the range of high-end sport bikes. Ducatis are going for anywhere between 15 to like 30 grand. I was just at the dealership, and they're pretty pricey. I wish the top speed was a little bit higher on the Strike Carbon, but all in all, I think I'd be very happy with the specifications on this bike. I really don't need to go more than 150 miles per hour, if I'm being honest. And I'm sure the acceleration, as I said before, is absurd. 120 electric horsepower, 180 foot-pounds of torque. Being an Alta owner, I know what that electric power feels like, and I'm sure it pulls like a friggin' freight train.
That's all I got for now on the Lightning Strike. We'll talk about it more as it gets a little bit closer to being released. You can pre-order them now. Check them out at lightningmotorcycles.com. I have a promo clip here, so let's roll that. All right. Now that we've seen that clip, let's move on to what's going on with Electro himself. What have I been doing? Huh, Bobo? What have I been doing? Well, two different projects are happening right now. I'm working with Smart Carb and Recluse on the YZ. Now, if you saw my Moonrocks video, link in the description below, I really struggled with the YZ, so I didn't show a whole lot of it. It was bad footage. I struggled really bad, and I realized how much easier the Alta is to ride. It just got my wheels spinning, like, how can I make this easier? Not only just to ride it, but to own it. I don't want to do anything. I just want to ride it, and I want it to work. Can I achieve that? So I contacted Smart Carb. They have an awesome carburetor that once it's set, you don't have to mess with it again. Doesn't matter what the elevation is, doesn't matter, nothing matters. There's no jetting to change. You don't have to disassemble the carb. There's a knob on top. Turn it in to lean it out, open it up to richen it. It's a single metering rod. That's it. And the bowl will not spill gas. It reduces your emissions on 2 strokes by 50% and gives you 30% increased fuel economy. This thing's like a miracle carburetor, and it's unbelievable that it's not more popular. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys know what Electron is. This is similar, but in my mind, it's better. It doesn't require any disassembly to adjust it whatsoever, and especially for YZs, it's a set it and forget it. These guys calibrate the carburetor for you and send it to you. You should be able to plug it in, bolt it on, and go. Maybe a couple clicks and that's it, if that. And so I'm enamored by this idea. So I got the box. We're going to do an unboxing. It's already here, and we're underway with the project. We're going to put the Smart Carb on the bike, and then we're going to put a Recluse on the bike. So I'm also working with Recluse. They sent me their EXP kit. That's going to allow me to use a left-hand rear brake. So it's going to be set up just like my Alta. I'll have the left-hand rear brake, the right brake, and then I'll also still have my clutch lever, which I'll put down below the brake. So I'll have my 2 brakes in the same position that they are on my Alta, and I'll have a little clutch lever down here so I can still operate the clutch. So just because you have an auto clutch on a Recluse doesn't mean that you lose the ability to use your clutch. I can still pop the clutch, which I'm going to need for enduro. But in the tight, rocky stuff, I feel like the auto clutch is really going to give me an edge or help me out, if you will, to get around some of this tight stuff where I don't have to worry about feathering like a friggin' 20-year-old clutch that doesn't work that good. So we're putting the Smart Carb, we're doing the Recluse, we're actually going to swap the front end to a 2016 front end, triple clamps, KYB SSS forks, and then we're also working on something special for the rear shock. I don't want to disclose too much about that because I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do it, but that's going to be pretty trick too. So we're really giving the bike a whole nother dimension of modification. We did like the basic stuff in the last video. I did the reveal and it turned out really good. The bike's beautiful, it runs good, but I just want that ultimate reliability. I want that easy use, and I want to be nice to the environment. I want increased fuel economy. I don't want to deal with stalling anymore. How easy can I make a 20-year-old bike to ride? Can I make it as easy as a brand spanking new electric bike? I think we can get pretty dang close. So you're going to get all those pros that I love about the Alta. No stalling, a lot of torque, don't have to worry about jetting, don't have to worry about any of that. Left-hand rear brake, and I'm still going to get the Brap noises. So that is a project I'm really excited to get started on. Like I said earlier, we're going to do the unboxing on the Smart Carb and the Recluse in a future video, so stay tuned for that, and we're going to follow that build as it progresses. So, I know what you're thinking. Electro, that's not very electric. Well, we're going to try and bring the gas bike to the electric bike standard. So that's the catch-22 here. Even though I love my electric bikes, I still love the two-stroke. So please don't slay me, either of you two. Two-stroke, electric, no, we love each other. Yes, harmony.
Move this man!
So, the other project that I'm really, really excited about is dun, da, 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 electric Honda Grom. So, hang on, wait. Some of you may already know that I have a complete Alta drivetrain, motor, inverter, charger, computer, throttle, etc., the whole nine, battery. I have it all, and I've been dying to do something with it, and it finally just hit me like a ton of bricks. Honda Grom. Hear me out. In California, to get something street legal, you have to buy it street legal. So I wanted to do something street legal, but I didn't want to make something that would be faster if it had a gas motor in it. So if I take like a street bike or something, or even like a DRZ 400 or something, and I take the motor out, it won't be significantly faster than it was before. But if I take a 9 horsepower Honda Grom and put a 50 horsepower electric motor in it, then it gets way faster than it used to be. And it's still street legal. So the goal for this Grom is to be the official world record holder for the 1/8 mile and possibly the 1/4 mile. It's a huge ambitious goal, but I have some help from some very smart people. I have the Grom already. Let's put a picture of it up here on the screen. There it is. She's a beaut. Brand spanking new. I got the brand new motor and controller set up from the Alta. All we got to do is make them do each other. And when they do each other, they're going to just evolve into like, they're going to become one. They're not even going to make a baby. They're literally going to do each other into one being.
High five!
I can't wait to get started on this project, but that one's a little bit further out than the YZ. The YZ we're going to start working on immediately. The Grom, even though I have all the components, I need help. And so I have some trips scheduled. You guys are going to see the videos as they happen. I'm going to go places. We're going to get stuff done. And the Grom's going to be a kind of a process. But hopefully we can knock it out pretty quick, because I don't want someone else to try and steal my glory. I don't know how many people are out here trying to build the world's fastest Grom. But yeah, I want to get it done quick. But I don't want it to be crap. I want this thing to be nice. I don't want to have some turd. Like, I want this thing to look nice. I want it to ride nice. I want it to be professional. And I want it to slay. So, with all that being said, I did not forget about the giveaway. Now, I know I said I was going to put it in the next video, on the video before that, but it just didn't work out. So, here it is. That's the hardware. So, Pro Taper, clamp-ons, purple, super nice by the way. Never have to worry about gluing your grips again and messing up your bars. And a Cherby's fender pack. So this goes on the front and rear fender. It permanently affixes to it. You can carry your tools, spark plugs, extra tire, etc. Extra tire, extra tube, etc. So the winner of both of these items is Quentin Whitelaw. I'll put his username right here. Congratulations, man. Hit me up in the DM on Instagram, Facebook. You can email me, get a hold of me somehow, and let me get your address, and I'll make sure these get sent out to you right away. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. If you like this video, please smash that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please do subscribe. And as always, until next time, Electro out.